Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this week's Morning Musings. For those of you joining me for the first time, my name is Nathen Aswell, and this very beautiful and very unusual instrument is called the Chapman Stick. If you'd like to learn more about it, just visit the website stick.com, stick.com. So, I've been thinking a lot about, as probably a lot of us have, most of us have, thinking about this year and what a challenge it's been, and it's definitely had its share of gifts as well. And what I've come to is the word surrender. Every year around this time I think about the word that will be my theme for the year that's coming. So for 2020 my theme was freedom, based on walking the Camino in 2019, and how walking the Camino really awakened in me a desire to live more simply and more freely. And since then, and certainly with everything that's happened in the last year, the way to move more freely into freedom is to surrender specifically to the present moment. So in thinking about that this week, I looked on the internet and I was looking for quotes on surrender, and I found some great quotes by Eckhart Tolle. I'd like to read a couple of them, three of them to you now. To some people, surrender may have negative connotations, implying defeat, giving up, failing to rise to the challenges of life, becoming lethargic, and so on. True surrender, however, is something entirely different. It does not mean to passively put up with whatever situation you find yourself in and to do nothing about it. Nor does it mean to cease making plans or initiating positive action. Surrender is the simple but profound wisdom of yielding to, rather than opposing, the flow of life. The only place where you can experience the flow of life is the now. So to surrender is to accept the present moment unconditionally, without reservation. And these next two were the inspiration for this week's chant. Surrender is the inner transition from resistance to acceptance, from no to yes. And when you surrender to what is, and so become fully present, the past ceases to have any power. You do not need it anymore. Presence is the key. Now is the key. And so I offer you this chant, which I've called Now is the Key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. As soon as you feel comfortable, please sing along with me, or at the very least, pray it along to me. Pray it along with me, I should say. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. Now is the key. Now is the key. And so I invite you for a minute or two to just sit with me and ponder that idea of surrendering to the present, accepting the present unconditionally, affirming that now is the key. Let's sing one more time. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say yes to the present. Now is the key. I say yes to acceptance. I surrender to what is. I say the key. Now is the key. Thanks for being with me today, dear friend. I wish you peace. I wish you ease and grace and joy in surrendering to the present moment. May this morning musing feed you deeply today and all of this week. And if you do find it helpful, please share it with your friends. Love and blessings. I'll see you next Wednesday. Namaste.